What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back after 3 years?
Something like that.
Something like that. After 3 years, we're back, and we had a small idea. What if we tried to take the 3-star Michelin classics, you know, the true cuisines of the world, and we attempted to do them in our humble home kitchen here? As I'm sure you can tell from the intro, today we're going to be making a Salisbury steak. I've got a 45-day dry aged ribeye that we're going to grind up and use for the beef for this. We're going to start off by trimming off all the bits of sinew and the extra fat that'll get blubbery whenever we cook it up, just to make sure that we have a nice clean pebbly grind. As you can see in this shot, I'm grinding the meat by hand. Didn't have a meat grinder on hand for this video, so you can actually get a pretty good grind by just putting it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Let it get a little harder on the edges, and then you can get a nice pebbly ground like that. I'm using 1 egg yolk to bind this all together into a solid mass, and salting it internally. With the grind beef for the steak done, we can move on to the potatoes now.
Yeah, we can hang. That's a lot of salt right there. What do you think about that?
These are small Yukon Gold potatoes that I have. I'm cutting them into halves and then cutting those halves into quarters. This will help us get the potatoes to a mashable state much quicker. As you can see by this shot, I'm mashing the potatoes with a fork to give us a nice rustic mash, and I'm adding as much butter as you can stomach. Now that the potatoes are done, we're going to start moving on to the gravy. I've got a small shot here that we're going to dice. Now we're going to move on to the garlic. We're just going to give that a little smash with the back end of the knife and then grind it as finely as possible. Making sure the pan is hot, don't test it the way I'm testing it here. And then we're going to get the Salisbury steak on into the pan and get it browning. With all the beautiful fond in the pan, we're going to put on the shallot and the garlic and stir it around until it gets translucent. Then we're going to add in 1 small carton of good quality beef stock. And we're going to boil it down until it's reduced into something thicker. And onto a tip from Live Action Tate. Alright, now for those of you following along at home, don't do that. Don't. No. You deserve so much better. After we've got it reduced down, we're gonna turn off the heat and mount it with plenty of butter to make a nice sauce.
So now that we've made the homemade version of the dish, let's move on to the 3-star Michelin version and see how we can do with that. It's done. Now it's time to try our homemade version here. Let's see what we got.
Now we're moving on to trying the homemade version. Nice medium well cook on it. The gravy was nice and smooth. As always with the Salisbury steak, you've got to try the mash mixed with the gravy and the beef.
Oh boy, let's give it a shot. Also, evidently this comes with mac and cheese. Ignore our mashed potatoes now. It's kind of good. Okay, so with this plate having been cleaned, my thoughts on this meal could use some improvement. If you have a hamburger grinder, grind the hamburger, be a lot better. With the banquet one, my thoughts. Which one would I recommend? Which one tastes better, the artisanal handmade one or the 3-star Michelin banquet meal? Why would you even ask that?